The parts in this play are as follows. The judge is portrayed by Lord Tristram Jaeger von Bonn. The notary is by Caitlin Rain. The attorney is by Maria Anacreonte. Mariana is played by Mistress Eleanor of Ashley. The old man is played by John Marvel. Guiomar is played by Rosabella Anacreonte. Soldier is played by Rune Swain. The surgeon is Justin Bedner. Eldonza de Mignaca is Christy Hamlet. The porter is portrayed by Lord Dolan Sumun. The musician is portrayed by Lady Rahil. And musician number 2 is portrayed by Wolfram von Wustenberg. I hope you enjoy this presentation.
Well, at last the divorce judge has got into court. Enough of this delay! Finally, I am going to be free! Free as a bird!
For pity's sake, Mariana, there's no reason to bellow from the rooftops. God's wounds, but you're deafening the neighbors with your shouting. The judge is right there, so just lower your voice and tell him what's wrong.
Well, good people, what's your quarrel?
Divorce, divorce, divorce! 1,000 times! Divorce!
Who from, madam? On what grounds?
Oh, from this old codger here.
On what grounds?
I cannot abide his constant complaints. I refuse.
The parts in this play are as follows. The judge is portrayed by Lord Tristram Jaeger von Bonn. The notary is by Caitlin Rain. The attorney is by Maria Anacreonte. Mariana is played by Mistress Eleanor of Ashley. The old man is played by John Marvel. Guiomar is played by Rosabella Anacreonte. Soldier is played by Rune Swain. The surgeon is Justin Bedner. Eldonza de Mignaca is Christy Hamlet. The porter is portrayed by Lord Dolan Sumun. The musician is portrayed by Lady Rahil. And musician number 2 is portrayed by Wolfram von Wustenberg. I hope you enjoy this presentation.
Well, at last the divorce judge has got into court. Enough of this delay! Finally, I am going to be free! Free as a bird!
For pity's sake, Mariana, there's no reason to bellow from the rooftops. God's wounds, but you're deafening the neighbors with your shouting. The judge is right there, so just lower your voice and tell him what's wrong.
Well, good people, what's your quarrel?
Divorce, divorce, divorce! 1,000 times! Divorce!
Who from, madam? On what grounds?
Oh, from this old codger here.
On what grounds?
I cannot abide his constant complaints. I refuse this walking skeleton!
Cry no more, madam! Cry no more! I'll see that justice is done!
Oh, Your Honor, let me cry! It's such a comfort to me! In well-ordered societies, a marriage ought to be renewed, or just reviewed every 3 years, and annulled or renewable like a rental agreement. It shouldn't have to last a lifetime and bring eternal misery to both parties.
Madam, if that policy were practical, desirable, or financially profitable, it would already be law. But madam, you must be specific about your reasons for seeking a divorce.
Well, in the first place, he is in the winter of his years, whereas I am in the spring of my youth. Furthermore, I lose sleep every night, getting up in the middle of the night to put on countless poultices and hot cloths on his belly, and then I have to get bandage after bandage. what I wouldn't give to see him condemned to be bandaged to a post. I have to fluff up his pillows, and then I have to get cough syrups for the congestion in his lungs. Furthermore, I cannot abide the stench of his breath. It stinks to high heavens.
He must have a rotten tooth in there.
That can't be! I ain't got a tooth in my head!
Oh, I believe there's a law that recognizes bad breath as sufficient cause for a wife to leave her husband, or vice versa.
The truth is, good judge, that my bad breath that she complains about is not caused by my teeth, because I haven't any! Or by my stomach, which is in excellent condition. It's caused by her ill will! Judge, you don't know what this woman is like. Else you'd avoid her like the plague, or treat her like the very devil. She's rude, she's quarrelsome, and she's capricious, and I've been in uncomplaining murder for 22 years. For the past 2 years, she's been pushing and coaxing me towards the grave with her scolding and arguing. If she nurses me, as she claims, it's always with her nagging, rather than the kind and gentle manner you expect from someone who ministers to the sick. Why, thanks to her, I'm the one who's dying while she's thriving off of me. After all, she has complete control over my estate.
Your estate, indeed. Everything that we have purchased since we were married has been done with my dowry. Like it or not, half of everything we own belongs to me. If I should die tomorrow, I won't leave you a farthing. That's how much I love you.
Tell me, sir, when you married your wife, weren't you healthy, carefree, and in fine fettle?
I told you. I've been married to her for 22 years. Like a galley slave under the command of a Calabrian renegade. When I met her, I could satisfy all her demands.
Oh, that was a 9-day wonder.
Silence! Hold your tongue, for God's sake. I find no reason to unmarry you. You enjoy the fruit when it's ripe, not put up with the rotting remains. A husband can't be expected to weather the passage of time. Time waits for no man. Forget the ills he causes you today, and remember the pleasures he gave you in his prime. Now, I don't want to hear
Your Honor!
from you.
You'd do me a great favor if you'd release me from this prison. If you don't, you'll just be handing me back to my torturer. I'm at breaking point. If this is not possible, let's agree on one thing. She can shut herself away in a convent, and I'll go to a monastery. We'll divide the estates and live out our lives in peace into the glory of God.
The hell with that! Imagine shutting me away! A nunnery is for a girl who likes life behind bars, with everything passed through a turnstile, and all the visits supervised by the nuns. Why shut yourself away? Doesn't make any difference to you. You can hardly see or hear. Your feet can hardly carry you, and while your hands are useless. Whereas I am in the picture of health. I have nothing wrong with my senses. I don't intend to play anything close to my chest. I plan to put it on the table where it can be seen.
This woman doesn't mince her words.
My husband's a sensible man, but there's a limit to his patience.
Well, I can't grant you a divorce.
Thank heavens for this opportunity to speak to your honor. I beseech you with all of my heart, be pleased to release me from my marriage to this creature.
This creature? Doesn't he at least have a name? It would be better if you referred to him as this man.
If he were a man, I wouldn't be trying to end the marriage.
What is he then?
A block of wood.
My God, only a block of wood would take what I have to put up with and never say a word. But perhaps, if I don't try to defend myself and let her have her say, the judge will find against me. He'll think he's punishing me, but he'll be setting me free, just as surely as if he'd released a prisoner from the dungeons of North Africa.
Watch your language, madam, and get to the point without insulting your husband. His honor, the judge, who you see before you, will be sure that you are treated fairly.